All right, donations are flooding in for fire victims across central Texas, but also the city of Smithville has been impacted greatly by these wildfires.
Yeah, many residents there have close ties to Bastrop, have been leading the efforts there, the relief efforts. The Smithville mayor now, Mark Bunting, joins us live on the phone to talk about the conditions there. Mayor, good afternoon. What is the latest there?
Well, the latest conditions here are pretty favorable at the moment, but we still have a lot of smoke in town. And again, we're concerned about our electricity. Our service into town from LCRA is 3 or 4 of our main service lines burned during the initial fire. And we're down to 1 service line, and if that goes, we lose our water supply as well. Right now, the situation, we have so many evacuees in town, it seems like the town has doubled in size, but we're getting help from folks all across the country. It's been tremendous. I can't say enough for our volunteer firefighters, because from once the fire broke out on day 1, they worked for 32 consecutive hours without a break until they were finally relieved by some of our neighboring cities, LaGrange, Winchester, Giddings, Flatonia, all of the good people. And in the coming days, more have come on from all across the state, the great state of Texas. We just wanted to tell our story, and because we have the same situation as Bastrop, and because we share 2 parks, 2 state parks, and they have been tremendously affected.
Mayor, we know that Bastrop ISD just announced that they will go back to school Monday. Any word on Smithville? We know that your students have been out all week as well.
That's correct, but I did talk to Dr. McNulty, our superintendent, as of yesterday, and he said we could close a couple of more days because most of this fire includes our school district and is in our school district, let's say. So a lot of our displaced kids are all around the state, let's say. A lot of them, though, are in our shelters. So I think he's planning on opening Monday, but we don't know that for sure as of now.
Hey, Mayor, we heard from Mark Rose during that latest news conference from Bluebonnet Electric, and you mentioned maybe some spotty power outages there.
Yes.
Getting that fixed, obviously, you're next in line, I would imagine, with the crews and the job that he's got going on in those 34,000 acres. How are the residents there in Smithville responding to what's going on? We hear them mention about how the volunteers are helping and the donations and everything else. What's the reaction and the response you're getting from your residents?
Well, the initial reaction, I guess, was a lot of chaotic, because once the fire began, we immediately lost all television, internet, phone service. We had spotty cell phone service, which would drop calls all the time. So a lot of rumors began circulating. So I went to the one venue I knew we could use was Facebook. And we communicated for 2 consecutive days using Facebook, just updating, calming people, telling of their fears, and, calming them, and just tell them we weren't going to evacuate under any circumstances.
Right.
But as far as our power, we are still connected, and I have told the people that over and over. And beside the Forestry Service, they've done a tremendous job of protecting that line, as well as our firefighters on the ground. So I think we'll be okay as far as that, but the rec centers will be open for many, many weeks, I think, and that's basically the situation now. And I just know they wanted to tell their story.
All right, Mayor, thank you so much. Mayor Mark Bunting of Smithville, our sympathy is certainly with you. We thank you for joining us this afternoon.
And a big thank you to all the Smithville residents rallying in their own dire situation. We hear from Bastrop talking about how wonderful it is to have such great neighbors there. We'll put that Facebook information he was talking about on our website so you can stay connected there.